This is Ryan and Michelle, and welcome to the Celebrate MarriageCast 5-Minute Friday.
Happy Friday. So glad you're joining us today on this last day of July.
Holy moly.
Feels so dramatic. I can't even talk about what happens next month.
August.
Yeah, exactly. That's all that happens next month.
That's right.
There's no yellow buses. There's none of that stuff. We're not going to talk about. We're not going to come down on a Friday like that. So we're so glad you're joining us. Hey, the whole point of these 5-Minute Fridays is to give you something to do with your spouse over the weekend and to inspire you with some kind of a fun assignment to grow your relationship. So Ryan, you wrote this one. What do you have for us?
Yes, Michelle, I've got an assignment to kind of keep in line with our show on Tuesday.
That was such a great show, Ryan. We were just talking after we recorded it. I really love the fresh angles on it and just a really great show. So thank you for writing
Thank you, Michelle. So we talked on Tuesday about meeting your bare necessities, about how sometimes there's small things that we neglect to take care of ourselves, which in turn means that we are showing up obviously for ourselves, but then showing up for our spouses, showing up for our children. Differently. Yes. Okay. I mean, that we need to meet these bare necessities to give them the best version of ourselves.
Yeah.
And so I had a really just interesting thought as I was going through, we talked about a lot of different areas. One of those being we talked about vacation and how important that is. So your assignment this weekend is to kind of keep in line with this. And it's going to be a little bit of a curveball here, but I'll give you the reason why. Your assignment this weekend is to look at your benefit book from work.
Sounds riveting.
Sounds riveting. Here's the reason why, Michelle, is to really look at the benefits that you are given. They are a benefit that your employer is giving you.
True.
To make sure you are using them.
Okay.
Now, what does that mean? I talked about one of those, vacation days, right? Where are you at? I know for myself, I still have a lot of vacation days that I need to schedule.
A lot. And you know what happens if you don't schedule? The year keeps going and you get to December 31st and you haven't used them.
Yes. So
you're pretty good at that, but that can happen.
But looking at what other benefits is your employer giving you that you have not utilized yet? So maybe you need to go to the doctor, right? We talked about managing your health. Maybe you need to go to the dentist. You need to get your eyes checked. What are those benefits that you're giving, that your employer is giving you that you have not used yet?
That's so good.
Maybe you have some HSA money that you need to spend, because it's sitting there. And, there's a lot of those things that are there that you should use.
I'm not going to give you a hot tip and tell you that at Lewis Drug you can get Dove dark chocolates with your HSA money, but actually I'm going to tell you that because it's amazing. We don't have HSA accounts, but we saw that on our receipt and had a really great laugh. Ryan, I love this assignment. Love it, because here we are halfway through the year. And I think what happens is sometimes people will realize this in December and then you can't get in, right? If you try to call and make an appointment, and everybody does that. So if you have benefits that are dental, have you gotten your 2 a year in, or are they scheduled? Those have to be done far in advance. Or as you were saying this, I realized we were cash pay for a long time. So we didn't necessarily always go for our annual wellness exams, or more for you and I, we're every 5 years, because every time I would go, it'd be $800. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I'm fine. I'll just go in if I don't feel fine, which I realize there are flaws in that. But so I have health insurance now. So I need to take advantage of that.
Right.
I think I get one a year, don't I?
Yeah.
Like a wellness exam. I need to go. I've not even scheduled it. So I need to do that for us and for our son, and make sure our daughter has hers scheduled, and take advantage of these amazing benefits that your employers are paying for just because they're benefits and maybe free to you. Your employer is paying for you to have those. That's a big investment for them.
Absolutely.
So if you're fortunate to have work benefits, that's great. Yeah, use those benefits. So that's so good, Ryan. So schedule your vacation.
Yes.
Check your dental, your vision, your doctor's appointments, your primary, get those scheduled. Maybe it's chiropractors sometimes included, whatever those are, counseling. I think
absolutely.
Kind of like it's like you're taking your car to the shop, but it's like your bare necessities for yourself as a human.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think of that. Yeah. I mean, there's so many benefits that we're given that we don't use. And whether that's your wellness checks, I am guilty of this as well. I need to get mine scheduled. I also have some screening that I think needs to get done that I've been putting off. There's some dental things that I've been putting off. Like there are things. And so it's important to look at what you have.
Yep.
And to use them. Because if you're taking care of you, you will be there for your family. You'll be there for your spouse, because they're getting a healthy you. They're getting somebody that is taking care of themselves, that are meeting their bare necessities, that are taking vacation times, making memories. Like they're going to get the best version of you when you prioritize that.
I love that, Ryan. I love that so much. So look at your benefit books this weekend. That's so great. Ryan, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And thank you to our listeners for joining us on this 5-Minute Friday. We would love to invite you to Celebrate Church. We're having a super fun summer of community days. Summer Sundays are full of community time. We have it built into the services. So we have just had such a fun summer so far. And there's been like really fun activities for kids and this big, it was like a dartboard the other weekend where they could throw these Velcro balls onto. Yeah. That was cool. Yeah. So come check us out or watch us online at Celebrate.church. We also have resources at Celebrate.church/marriage. And we hope you have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.